Sue was on there, but
And Sue?
Susan's at the bottom.
Okay. Okay, we had a very interesting storm yesterday. It went through Lebanon. Just want to let everybody know, they thought originally there was around 50 poles that were owned by the city that we went down there to assist, because Laclede Electric has got some electric down there also, and they're working on theirs. But today they came up with over 150 poles belong to the city that got to be replaced. So
Yikes.
we don't know how long our guys will be down there trying to help. They're trying to hire some people and stuff like that. So please keep them in your thoughts as you go through the day, and prayers at night, I guess. Also want to extend our appreciation to the business people that are getting back out and opening up on reduced numbers, I guess, 25% for restaurants and stuff like that. Social distancing, all that. I know that it's going slow. It's keeping everybody very busy to get that all figured out. My city attorney here let me know that he had a conversation to get some paperwork to help business today get straightened out. So we appreciate everybody going back out, but please be safe. We do have several businesses in town that have put signs out on wearing masks when you come into their business. That's their business and they can do that. We have not done that as a city, but I've been wearing a mask visiting most businesses and that kind of stuff because of the social distancing, doesn't take place. So being elderly puts the people at risk. Being young, you can get that stuff and just go right on by. But being older, you do have some difficulty with that. So remember social distancing and do that as best as possible. The news this morning, 360 people were new confirmed cases in Missouri over the last 24 hours. That's been running below 200, so they almost doubled in one day. Now, whether that's a testing thing or whatever, we don't know. But also keep that in mind. The projections on the computers are showing that we will have an increase because we are being more mobile. The police have already seen significant increase in traffic the last 2 days. And so please stay home when you can, especially if you're elderly. Take more precautions. I know that a lot of people are doing that that are older. So I just wanted to start with that tonight. Tonight, we do have a council meeting and we do have a quorum. Thank you all for attending. We've got 3 on the monitor, and then Channel 12 also visiting with us tonight. Welcome, Tim. Mr. Wallace from Waynesville School District.
You got a haircut.
And so we do have a quorum. We do have, to start out tonight, a consent agenda. We have a treasurer's report, approval of minutes of April 21st, and approved payment of the bills. If we can have the treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report, May 5th, 2020. Payable checks in the amount of $59,180.65. 5 of those payable checks are to major vendors, and that represents 78% of the payable check balance, and vendor checks is $46,309.93. Payroll for May 1st, 2020 to include Social Security and Medicare, $154,190.82. We have 5 monthly bond payments. Those monthly bond payments total 61. We have 4 monthly bond payments. One of them is already paid. It's paid off. 4 monthly bond payments, and the total of those checks is $61,605.10. Grand total payable checks, payroll, and bond is $274,976.57.
Okay, thank you. Get a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
John makes a motion, Todd seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Reggie,
Not on yet.
Walter,
Yes.
and Susan.
Yes.
Okay, we're going
I
into
didn't yet.
old and new business. 3.1 is an ordinance approving a conditional use permit, and we held this one off until tonight. So hopefully, Mr. Smith, if you can tell us if we've got that repaired.
It was the minutes didn't have all those special requirements.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
They amended the minutes and we added language.
Okay.
That looks like it's corrected.
Corrected, okay? Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 3527, an ordinance approving a conditional use permit regarding real property located at 307 Carmel Valley Way, St. Robert, Missouri.
I'm trying to find where it's at, because I got something else here. Okay. What was the bill number again, please?
Bill number again.
I said bill number 3527.
That's the ordinance number.
We've got, the ordinance number is 20-065.
That's backwards.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I flipped them.
160?
So that's the bill number.
065.
She accidentally flipped them.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, on the first reading, get a motion.
Motion.
Teresa makes a motion, get a second. Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
That's right.
John,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Todd,
No.
Teresa,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Yes,
Susan,
yes,
Reggie,
okay,
Okay, second reading, please.
Bill number 20065, an ordinance approving conditional use permit regarding real property located at 307 Carmen Valley Way, St. Robert, Missouri.
Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please. Do you have a question? No?
Yeah, is that a commercial business then in a residential
It's an
area?
Airbnb. It's a
So
rental,
it's not considered a
commercial.
commercial?
Did I get a
okay.
motion?
no, I was waiting for.
Yeah, okay. Get a motion? Motion. John makes a motion, get a second. Todd seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
No.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
yes,
Walter,
Yes.
Reggie.
Reggie there?
He's not on yet.
He's not on yet.
Okay. Go ahead, read as an ordinance.
You want, for ordinance number now? Ordinance number 20066.
Yeah. 3527.
3527, I'm sorry. An ordinance approving a conditional use permit regarding real property located at 307 Carmen Valley Way, St. Robert, Missouri.
We have a motion on the reading of the ordinance.
Motion.
Linda makes a motion. Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
No.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael, Susan,
yes,
Walter.
Question, please. There's a question. I heard Todd say no twice. And if he has some information that not clear to me, I'd like to hear it.
Okay. Actually, I said no 3 times, I think.
I just don't want to approve a conditional use permit for use in a residential area. I think when you're at home, you should be at home and not worry about transient population in the in your neighbor's house. That's my opinion, and that's why I voted the way I did.
And the parking.
Yeah. Well, they covered the point.
Okay. Go back, finish your call on the roll.
Walter,
Yes.
Is that it?
But you
Okay,
have to, but you have to
3.2.
keep in mind, they had a town hall meeting for all of those residents over there to come and voice their opinion about it. And I guess none of them showed up, right?
Yeah, right.
Planning and zoning.
So,
Ralph did.
yeah,
Not a town.
he always does.
Okay, 3.2, ordinance adopting and implementing a sole source procurement policy. Anita?
This, FEMA's requiring us to have a sole source in place. We have several things that you can only, do to utility, items and, well, police and fire, some of their stuff has just a single source. So we had to come up with an ordinance for
Thought we already
procurement
had
on
one of
sole
these.
source.
We already had one, I thought.
No,
not for sole sources.
no.
Hmm.
The criteria here are a predominant ability to get it to us in the marketplace. So they're somebody that we need something extraordinary from, and they're only resource there, and it's not a competitive situation anyway. And then the second thing is that the sole source has to be approved by the federal agency. So if we're on a federal contract, we can only go to sole source after we get approval from the federal agency. And we have to show that it's predominant. But it allows us in a situation where we can only get it from one source, that we're not gonna be in trouble. So, and they require this as a part of the monetary things they supply us on occasion in emergencies.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 20066, ordinance adopting and implementing a sole source procurement policy. Would you please correct the bill number and ordinance number again, 20066. 3528 should be the ordinance number.
Okay, get a motion on the first reading. Todd makes a motion. Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Pete. Okay.
Okay.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 20066, ordinance adopting and implementing a sole source procurement policy.
Get a motion on the second reading. Teresa
Motion.
makes a motion. John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
I have a quick question. Are there any negatives to having a sole source?
What's the question?
If there are any negatives to the sole source. Basically, what this does is it allows us to get stuff quicker and the exact material or equipment or whatever item we need, without having competitive bids on certain things, so it actually benefits us. And if we're-
For instance,
on
fire
the-
department.
On the building of our new sewer plant. This is FEMA, it's a federal thing. If we need an essential part and we can only get it from one source, normally with a FEMA contract, we'd have to go ahead and bid it competitively to be able to justify the expenditure at the end of the time. And this is an exception to their procurement policy, which is reflected in the Code of Federal Regulation, which requires a competitive bid on major items over a certain dollar amount. But for us to be able to get that exception, we have to pass this ordinance to be in a situation where we can go sole source. And we cannot do it without having a major item, if you read the rule, and we have to get their permission first.
Okay.
No, I like the idea. Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Okay, read as an ordinance.
Ordinance number 3528. Ordinance adopting and implementing a sole source procurement policy.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Teresa
Motion.
makes a motion, John second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Okay, down to 3.3, ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter in Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission agreement. This is on the airport. Basically, this is part of that grant thing, I believe. Yep.
It is, your original amount wasn't sufficient to cover the expenses, and they're giving us an additional $38,125 to cover them.
Yep. Okay. Read as a bill, please.
Bill number 3529. Oh, wait, sorry again. Missed it again. Please correct. 20067. And the ordinance number 3529. So that should be bill number 20067. Ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission third supplemental agreement, the airport aid agreement project number 186-057B-2.
Get a motion on the first reading. John makes a motion, Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Read it as a bill, please. Second
Bill
reading.
number 20-067, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission third supplemental agreement, airport aid agreement project number 186-057B-2.
Get a motion on the second reading.
Motion.
Linda makes a motion, Todd seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter.
Yes.
Okay, read as an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3529, ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission third supplemental agreement, airport aid agreement, project number 186-057B-2.
Okay, get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Teresa makes a motion, Michael seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter, yes.
Okay, 3.4, ordinance authorizing the mayor to negotiate with Co-USA for 2 units of the city's building on Superior Road is the next one.
Yes, what we're doing here is that Co-USA is going to rent 2 units from us and put about $30,000 into an office, and they're gonna use it for storage area also and other things. The projected rent is over 10 years is $1,400 a month. The rest of the terms have not been defined yet, and rather than delay this, I have created kind of a situation here where the mayor can negotiate the terms of the contract. The insurance, and of course, we have to do
From the
it-
city. From the city.
Huh?
From the city
Yeah.
aspect. Okay, go ahead.
Well, we've got a problem. If you look in the ordinance, we're gonna be preparing the document, we represent both entities, so there's a waiver of conflict. And, basically, everybody's agreed, but they're gonna have to do a conforming resolution. But we don't have certain items, we don't have a situation where if there is a insurance problem, who covers co-naming us in the policy, in the event the contracts run out, how we get out of it, whether there's options, just a lot of normal real estate stuff, what he'll negotiate, with, it's kind of
Co-USA
internal
picked
because
Bruce.
remember,
Yeah, Co-USA picked Bruce to negotiate for Co-USA since I was with the city.
It sounds like there's a lot of stuff that has to be ironed out yet, though.
No, there isn't.
not really, it's just standard real estate stuff because they're talking about the two major items are the term and the payment, X amount of dollars. But, if, the idea is that we're a member of Co-USA.
And
We're
carries
what
their
they're a
attorney.
member, and I think that it's very important that you keep an arm's length situation and you get the little bitty terms that you normally, because they've got insurance, because we did the insurance for them. So we know they got insurance, so we got co-named insurance. So that's all they gotta do, one item to us.
So all he's gotta negotiate is the price and the terms, how long
Well,
the
we
lease is
did,
for.
we had a meeting today and we talked in a 10-year term, but it's based on 1-year renewals each year. So it's,
Sounds
We
good.
just got to set it up so it's arm's length
Okay,
but that's, a substantial, long-term source of income from the city. You start talking $1,400 a month for 12 months for X number of years. We'll get it wrapped up and get it done for you, but we have to be careful because we're part of the organization and Carrie and I are representing both entities. She's representing Co-USA and I've got the city and she's got the city.
I don't think there's anything that's really contentious
Right.
about it. I think that it's just the difference between, do you do a lease for 10 years? Do you do a 1-year lease that you renew 10 times? Just those little details that we need to make sure that we've got set in
Documented.
paper where it makes sense.
when Tice explained it first, Tice made it sound like it was a lot more than
Yeah.
that, so, okay, it's.
Very complex deal, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it just came to us on Friday, and we just wanna make sure that we get the details there that need to be there, so both sides
Okay.
are good to go.
They've been out there for a month, so I don't know where that, but anyway,
You go with me on Friday.
okay.
You explain
Not
it
you
next
guys.
time. Especially her.
We
That's
usually
okay.
just have
I'm
Ed to
good.
fill out a form up there and we just rent it out, but we're getting technical here. Okay, read us the bill, please. Let's move along.
Bill number
20068.
2068.
Yay.
Ordinance authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute a lease with Co-USA to rent 2 units of the city's building on Superior Road.
Get a motion on
Motion.
the first reading. Linda makes a motion. Michael second. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Second reading, please.
Bill number 20068, ordinance authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute a lease with Co-USA to rent 2 units of the city's building on Superior Road.
Get a motion on the second reading. Teresa makes a motion. John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
yes,
Walter. Walter,
Yes. Yes.
Read us an ordinance, please.
Ordinance number 3530, ordinance authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute a lease with Co-USA to rent 2 units of the city building on Superior Road.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Todd makes a motion. Teresa seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
Okay, 3.5 is an ordinance conveying to IOU next to Taco Bell, the road that goes down there. We're getting an easement on part, and they're getting an easement on our part. And Tice has been working very
This is a
diligently
little
on that.
different than there. This is, the other 2 easements we've done. We've got the one behind Taco Bell, which they're giving, they're looking at it now, but the arrangement we hope is a 50-foot easement behind beside Taco Bell. We're cutting the trees, putting the fill, so we have the 50-foot. We're giving back them a 30-foot back to their land, a curve back at the bottom so they can get back to their land. So we're exchanging easements there. The private road from the swimming pool comes in a circle and then straightens out and it runs right along their land. And there's a 300-foot section there that they need a driveway if they get a commercial client in there, somebody. And so we're giving them a right to build a standard driveway into that commercial off of our road. There is some potential that you would have a small space between where the road ends, the right-of-way, and their land. So they basically have the right, at their expense, to build a driveway into that land. It's the cupping land around up there. So we have a roadway going right alongside their land. I have a drawing, but it's right there, so we're just giving them a right. They would have a right for a driveway anyway when we make it a public road, but now it's a private road. I don't know if we'll make it a public road or not, but we would certainly want, if they got somebody significant in there, we'd want to give them a driveway anyway.
Mike? Go ahead.
It's a road that comes down from Taco Bell.
Yeah, I know, but I thought they were just leasing space for a tower. I didn't know they were gonna build a building
This
there.
isn't
No, this is IOU, this is the Millers.
This is the
They
other
own the
land.
land that they own the land, that little tract of land on that little road.
It
comes
says
right
for the
in.
construction of an AT&T tower.
Yes, but we need to get an easement from them on a roadway.
So that
right
AT&T
next to
can go
Taco
across it.
Bell to get down to the AT&T tower. And they're gonna trade that, but they want a back easement to their land, but they also wanted a right to a driveway, which they would have a right to anyway. So we're giving them those two so we can get the tower built, because right now it's landlocked.
So IOU is Miller Real Estate.
Yes, well,
Okay.
it's Joe and Judy.
Right,
Judy Redmond and Joe own it.
okay.
Mary's not part of that.
And in case they would sell that little cup of land right there, they wanna make sure they've got access to it for in
And
case
the only
somebody
way
wanted to
they
build
can do it
something.
Because coming down off the highway,
You
it's
can't
too
do
much
that.
of a curve, they can't get there.
Right, okay.
So we're trading.
Yeah. Okay. Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 20069, ordinance conveying to IOU Incorporated a conveyance of right and easement to construct a driveway on contiguous real estate.
Get a motion on the first reading. John makes a motion, Todd seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
You can show me now.
Teresa,
Yes.
I think I understand it now.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter. Walter,
You go.
Walter?
Walter? Oh, Susan's there. Oh, Walter's gone.
Still got six.
Susan's there.
Read it a second time.
Unmute.
Read it a second time.
Bill number 20069, ordinance conveying to IOU Incorporated a conveyance of right and easement to construct a driveway on contiguous real estate.
Get a motion on the second reading. Teresa makes a motion, Todd seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
John,
Yes.
Teresa.
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
Walter,
Yes.
Is it ordinance, please?
Ordinance number 3501, ordinance conveying to
3531.
30, I can't read my writing, 3531. Ordinance conveying to IU Incorporated a conveyance of right and easement to construct a driveway on contiguous real estate.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. John makes a motion.
Second.
Teresa seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll.
John,
Yes.
Teresa.
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes.
Yes.
Susan,
Yes.
and Walter.
Yes.
3.6 is an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with payment processing agreement with Fort. Edna, is that your credit card thing?
That is.
You wanna tell them what it is?
This is where the city is gonna temporarily absorb the, online processing fees for any utility customer that pays online. Trying to encourage them to not to come in, but use the online payment system.
It'll cost us about $1,800 a month, right?
Right.
Ooh,
Read it as a bill, please.
Bill number 2070, ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an amendment to the payment processing agreement with CSG Fort Payments Incorporated.
Get a motion on the first reading. Teresa makes a motion. Todd second. Clarification, discussion. Call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda.
Anita told me to shut up, but I have to ask a question. I thought we already could do online
We
payments.
can. This is to take, there's a 3% fee
Uh-huh.
when you use an on-call or
Online?
online thing.
We're charged to make a payment.
The customer's
So if your
charged-
bill's $100, it costs you $103. So we're taking off.
Oh,
we're
we're
making-
taking that.
Yeah, we're gonna pay that $3.
Okay, yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
Yes,
and Walter.
Yes.
Second reading?
Got another picture of that?
Huh?
Read us the second time, please.
I'm not a very good mind reader.
Huh?
Bill number 20070.
Okay.
You gotta read it.
Ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter an amendment to the payment processing agreement with
We're not good mind readers either.
CSG Fort Payments Incorporated.
We're at Roswell.
Motion.
Todd makes a motion. Teresa seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Susan,
yes,
Walter.
Yes.
The second time, please. The whole thing.
it's ordinance now.
Ordinance.
Ordinance number 3532, ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into an amendment to the payment processing agreement with CSG Fort Payments Incorporated.
Get a motion on the reading of the ordinance. Teresa makes a motion. John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Todd,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Yes.
Susan,
yes.
Walter.
Okay.
Yes.
Need a waiting finding?
not this month.
Not this
Okay,
month.
Public Works, not emergency services, I don't know of anything. Park Committee meeting?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, okay. Comments by Alderman. Let's start on the video thing. Susan, got any comments?
No, I don't have any comments.
Okay, Walter?
Not for the records. I'll make it later.
Okay.
John?
I have no comments.
Okay. Teresa?
Well, I'd like to thank the citizens for being as diligent as they have been. Hopefully, we will continue to, step back from what we really want to do. Just hope that this gets better and better for us.
Yeah, I been on a lot of phone conversations lately,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody seems to have adjusted the time to when the vaccine gets here, which is after the first of the year.
Right.
So this is gonna be probably a long-term, relaxing of things. And you can
Uh-huh.
still get it, and all they have is a hospital capacity, to get the sick people. So the best thing to do is try and not get sick.
Right.
So that's
Do what you're
social
supposed,
distancing,
do what
wearing
you're being
masks.
told.
Yeah, do what you're told, take responsibility. Todd?
I'm glad Missouri's opening back up.
Oh, yes.
What did I just say?
Yeah. Linda?
I wish Steve was here. The dog park,
Yes.
I've seen tons of people
Oh,
using
really?
it. Yeah, but I stopped again today because a woman was there with her 3 dogs, and we really need to get the benches set, because I always ask people, what would you like to see here? And most of them are say, well, a bench or,
Mm-hmm.
something they can
Our
sit
guys,
on.
the street crew's been out the last 2 days cutting grass. so-
Yeah.
Front yard looks good.
Aha,
Yeah. Michael? Nothing? Okay. Okay, comments by administration. Edna, City Clerk Finance.
Just a quick update on the sales tax collection for the month of April. We
Dan?
had an 11.38% increase.
Oh.
Just for April,
are you kidding?
yes.
That's for March.
Which is
It's
March sales.
March
March,
sales.
but
I'm on
still.
March sales, May's collection, March sales, I'm sorry. And
That's when they
year-to-date,
were emptying the store out over there.
and year-to-date sales tax,
Every day was Black Friday.
and year-to-date sales tax has increased 3.58% over 20.
For the first 3
Wow.
months, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
And, March's, financials were emailed to you, and the operating account stands at 3.1.
I mean, didn't send them to me.
You have, I sent it to you, and you have a hard copy.
The thing that we have to realize is there is a lot of businesses out there well, some of them are not even getting by, they have still closed up. There's not graduations coming from Fort Leonard Wood, for people to come visit. All those people are not in the hotel, are not going to the restaurants, all those type of things. So there's still a downturn, that we're gonna see, and we don't know which month, it may be next month. But, this comeback right now of Cinco de Mayo today probably was pretty good, but, just concerns of where we're gonna be month to month, as far as the city goes. So, thank you, Edna. With that, the police, fire, public works, IT, Don, anything?
Just been trying to, in the last few weeks, get everybody remote PC so they could work from home. So we didn't have everybody in the building at one time, and we're trying out Zoom tonight to see how it works.
It
But all
sounds
the
better.
city staff is back now doing regular working, so we came back yesterday. We have not opened the lobby in City Hall yet, and we're gonna take things just like the businesses are doing in stride. Interim city attorney, Mr. Smith.
We have now got the fence up around the gravesite for the Osage Indian gravesites. We have not looked at the secondary site to see whether that's on city land. Sylvester First at Archer is gonna be doing that to see if we, have that land. We will also give that to them. We have also prepared a deed, which I've outlined, to the Osage Indian Nation for the gravesite. I would like to have the mayor send a letter of thank you to the folks, that the president and the people at Southwest Missouri State, because their archaeological department was absolutely integral part of working out a very difficult settlement with the Osage Indian Nation and making it very easy to do. And I'd like to let their boss folks know that they did a wonderful job for the city, because we had a $22 million project that was, we were having some bumpy roads, and they really smoothed it out for us. And so I'd like to give that to the mayor, if you all agree, and send a letter to them and let them know how thankful we are. Because they came down, that whole crew was scheduled to go to Jamaica for 2 weeks. And they had like 2 or 3 days of private time to get ready to go to Jamaica and be gone from their family for 2 to 3 weeks. They were doing a project for the Jamaican government. And they came down here on that time frame, that 2 or 3 days, and got it done and got the report written for us, because we were in a time crunch. Because if we hadn't had it done, we would have had a problem, because the bat return was coming, and then we would have had a real problem even starting the project. So I really think we need to thank those people that really, really stood themselves. Thank you.
Okay. Anita?
We've been busy working with FEMA and SEMA, not only on the treatment plant, but for the COVID, trying to set up billing codes and keep track of all the departments and what we've spent. The county is gonna be receiving a sum of money that'll be able to help us pay for stuff also. Our solid waste grant, we're working on it still. The pool, they have got the indoor pool open and they're giving swim lessons, just 3 at a time. So she told me today.
Well, they've got it open for swim lessons, right?
Right, 3 at a time, so they've got a lot of kids taking swim lessons this year that have already signed up.
Okay.
So, we've had a challenge trying to find masks, hand sanitizer, and wipes. We got some masks through the American Power. They're supposed to be sending us to, or sending them to us. Hand sanitizer, we think we've got a half a case or a half a pallet ordered from MRPC. So we're waiting on that. Wipes we haven't been able to find. We had been on our rotating schedule, and now we're full-time back. Our staff is in, and I worked, we didn't take off. We were still busy. And that's about all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Okay. Comments by me, I guess. Got a couple things. The loader that we just paid, I think $16,000-17,000, the old loader at the transfer station, has now blown a line underneath the cab. It has to go in and have the cab pulled. They're gonna come and take a look at it first. That's kind of a backup loader. The other loader is now 6 or 7 years old. We normally replace those at about 5. So I asked Jay today to look into getting the new loader, which has got the longer arms, so he doesn't have to use that tamper and ruin our trailers. The other thing is we have 9 trailers. We ordered 2 more. We probably should be in the 12, 13 range. So I'm gonna have Jay get some other invoices to see. We just ordered those 2 and see about those 2 to get some more trailers. Again, face masks and social distancing, please keep those in the back of your mind. Like I said, this is gonna last for a while, and hopefully we can get through this the best we can. The last thing I want to go, and it just came in, the swimming pool, when we got over there, started to clean up from the winter, we had a big crack, not a crack, but the joint, all the stuff went out, so the bottom of the outdoor pool has some issues. We got a contractor in. His bid is $68,000 plus there's $2,000, about $70,000 to come in. He cannot get here until after the 20th of May, and he figures that it'll take 15 days, and then we have 10 days to fill it. So we're going to try with this schedule to get it open by July 4th. The only other option would be is to fill it and take the chance if the water goes down underneath, I know, and then do it after September 1st.
I think doing it after September 1st is the smart way to go.
Well, I don't know. With swimming pool, that's what ruins a pool
You
is the
can,
water.
you can fill that grout in though, they've done it before, repaired it.
You get water under a pool and that.
Well, if you're not gonna open it till July 5th, you might as well not even open it.
Well, we're gonna have it before the 4th of July weekend. That's what the guarantee is. So by 1 July.
But all those kids that we were wanting to hire as lifeguards, they're not gonna wait
I
till
know,
July.
that's why I wanted to bring it up, to get a consensus of what everybody thought.
The lifeguards are already working though, because they're getting paid to do swimming lessons. The
I didn't hear-
lifeguards are already working, they're getting paid.
So
to
they're
do
working a
swimming
month
lessons.
earlier.
It's just the concession people that we're having to put on.
But you won't have the lifeguards working while they're while they're doing the pool work.
Yeah. They'll be inside. It's the outside pool that needs the work.
I just don't think we're doing a very good service for the city. Why didn't we think about that earlier in the year and do it
It
earlier?
was just found.
Well, somebody should have found it earlier.
Well, yeah. He doesn't
We're not
work
doing
here
a
no
very
more.
good service to the city if we're not providing them a pool until the 1st of July.
But a little bit of time now is gonna save a lot of time if we have to go hammer that pool out, and put a new one in. So we need to take care of our investment, and if we're gonna open it up, let's do it the right way, and let's not have to put a new pool in again. I mean, we've spent a lot of money on that pool, and we know that we're not gonna make any money back on it. And if water gets underneath, I've seen what happens to those pools. It's a bad
The
thing.
issue with the lifeguards, I think, is resolved because they're doing swimming lessons and they can continue doing that. We can only open it 150 people, is it?
150 at a time.
150 at a time, which we normally have, what, 700? So it's gonna be off whether you do one shift or two shifts or whatever.
Yeah, 2 shifts is how you could do
Yeah,
that, do that.
you could get half that doing 2 4-hour shifts
Mhm.
if they wanted to do that. So, any consensus or?
I think we need to get the pool repaired.
Have we asked a pool repair place if they can repair it and if it would last for the summer? Have we
Well,
gotten it?
I called after I got this and Anita and I talked, we called back up to Cameron, the engineer, and he was gonna try, but I did not get a call back before I came in here.
I'd like to hear from people who fix pools to see if it could be, you can see the
Well,
lines in it where it's been
It's on
patched
us though, it's
before.
our risk if we take it. It's not anybody else's.
Do you think it'll be safe to open the pool by July 4th?
Yeah, they feel that they'd have it
By the
open
4th
by
of
the
July
4th.
weekend, it would be open. And that's after 2 weeks of, you gotta fill it and let it adjust.
Safe as far as the
or whatever.
virus goes, do you think? That was my
Well,
concern.
The thing, a stay-at-home order, the stay-at-home order may kick them back out, and we can't open it, so. Right now, we could, but, if we get a rise and we become a hotspot, then it close. So, it depends on what the health department tells us. So,
Yeah, just asking, that was my concern.
Yeah, that's very good.
so. Michael, what's your thought? Huh? Wait, we got 2 waits, we gotta go. Teresa? Put you on the
No,
spot.
I'd like to know how much it would cost to fix it so that it could be
It's
open.
70,000 either way, he said, he could get them either way.
To fix that crack, or to fix that, where,
Well, they have
whatever
to
it is.
sandblast and everything to fix it correctly. And then paint's gotta dry for 2 or 10 days before you can put water in.
I think we
We're-
dropped the
we're-
ball
one-
on that.
one of the
Somebody
things-
dropped the ball on that. Somebody should have been looking at it to get the pool ready, and they didn't do it. And it could have been done a month ago.
We're past that though.
Well, I wanna say Roger told me a week ago, 10 days ago, and I got a hold of Cameron, and he finally got the people come out and look and all that stuff. But, he's trying to move them up to be here in the next couple weeks. So we may be able.
If we could
to
open
get-
the 1st of June, that would be fine.
Well, you couldn't do that,
Middle of June.
yeah. Well, right now, we're scheduled to open, what, Memorial Day weekend? Yeah,
Yeah, so middle of June, if we could open then. Gosh, July just seems like the summer's over.
yeah,
I
no.
don't think you can, that's even close, Linda, because if you look at the projections on the Washington State model for us, we're still, our curve isn't even flattening yet.
Well, we're not talking about the
Yeah,
virus,
but
we're
you
talking
can't be
about
open
getting the
by
pool.
June If the curve hasn't flattened.
No, we were gonna open
Well,
Memorial
right
Day
now,
weekend.
the governor said we can. So,
He's talking about June. And you're
He was
saying
gonna
July
open the
4th.
end of
the
May.
governor, as of 4 May, we can open it.
I understand that.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is if it continues up and he reinstalls some restrictions, that'll be one of the things I'm.
Yeah, then we don't have a choice, but
But, yeah, what I'll do is I'll get Cameron, we'll call tomorrow and get a hold of them and see if they could move it up. And we'll see.
that would be awesome.
Okay. Teresa, did you have
Yeah.
druthers?
Well, now that everyone's talking all through, I can see, of course I want to see positivity where we do open. But I still, if we're just gonna have 150 people there at a time, and how are we gonna know if one goes out, it's gonna be hard to keep track of. I agree with Linda that it should have been found out earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And are we gonna be able to keep all of our lifeguards busy until then? No.
Use them in
So
the
we're
park.
gonna lose some.
Right,
And we don't have all of them we need anyway.
right.
Use the lifeguards in the park somewhere. Use them, try to employ them. Just ask them, say, hey, look, we
Yeah.
know you signed up for a lifeguard job. We got a problem with the pool, however,
We can
we've
have
got
you
some
do this.
employment for you until the pool opens up.
That would be better. I mean, we're giving them the opportunity. Of course, I don't want them to do, something that's
John?
kind of not
Make the
related.
repairs first.
Okay. Susan, what do you think?
I think we should try and get the pool fixed as soon as possible. I would not feel comfortable with us opening it before it was fixed and safely fixed. And I think we should also see what the climate is, where we are with the virus. And then maybe talk about, is 150 too much? Is 150 good? Do we need a counter? Kids are pretty resilient, and I think if they get hired, it'd have to stop for a week or two, but we can offer them something else that they would be happy with that. But that's my opinion.
Okay, thank you. Walter, you're the tiebreaker.
Well, everybody have had to make some adjustment, and that goes from the old folks down to the young folks. So get the pool fixed. You got to limit the employment. That's normal. That's what we're going through right now. And I'm saying move on.
Okay.
Basically, we hired 10 lifeguards is what we normally have each year, right? 12, so we're too short compared to what we did have for the less amount.
And 6 rec aides.
Okay. Okay, I'll find out what the phone call is, and send a text out to you. See what the result is tomorrow. Okay, with that, the meeting is being closed pursuant to Missouri Law, Chapter 610-021, to include Section 1 legal, Section 2 real estate, and Section 3 personnel. Get a motion to go into closed session. Linda makes a motion. John seconds. Clarification, discussion, call the roll, please.
John?
Yes.
Teresa?
Yes?
Todd?
Yes.
Linda?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Yes.
Susan?
Yes.
Walter?
Is there a 5-minute recess, or is it straight into the
Yes,
closed session?
absolutely. 5 minutes,
All
we
right.
gotta take the camera.
Yes.
Do they have food?